Before the rumble of engines and the gleam of steel tracks, the world moved at the pace of hoofbeats and sailcloth. Distances were vast, isolating communities and stifling the flow of ideas, goods and people. But with the hiss of steam and the turning of iron wheels, a revolution was set in motion. The arrival of the iron horse would not just shrink the map, it would redraw the very fabric of civilization, forging a new, interconnected world from the fires of the Industrial Revolution. This is the story of how the train reshaped our world, building the foundations of modern life one sleeper at a time. The dawn of the railway was inextricably linked to the Industrial Revolution, acting as both its catalyst and its artery. As factories churned out unprecedented volumes of goods, the train provided a powerful solution to the logistical bottleneck of canals and horse-drawn carts. Scenes of early industrial hubs, thick with the smoke of progress, gave way to animations of raw materials like coal and iron ore flowing into factories, and finished products rapidly reaching bustling marketplaces. This newfound efficiency ignited an economic boom. Entirely new towns and cities sprang up almost overnight along the expanding railway lines, their existence and prosperity wholly dependent on the steel tracks that connected them to the wider world. The train was not just a mode of transport, it was an engine of creation, building economic centers from dust. This economic transformation triggered one of the most significant demographic shifts in human history. As the iron tendrils of the railway spread across continents, they pulled people from the predictable rhythms of rural life toward the dynamic, opportunity-filled chaos of burgeoning urban centers. Maps illustrating the relentless expansion of rail networks show how they connected once remote territories, making migration feasible for millions. Families packed their belongings, drawn by the promise of work in factories, mills, and the railway industry itself. Cities swelled with diverse populations, becoming melting pots of culture and ambition, all brought together by the promise of a new life delivered by the locomotive. Beyond its economic and demographic impact, the train profoundly altered the social and cultural landscape. The rapid distribution of newspapers and mail meant that information, ideas, and news could travel at astonishing speeds, fostering a sense of shared national identity and awareness. For the first time, ordinary people could conceive of traveling for leisure, visiting distant relatives, or seeing parts of their country they had only read about. This new mobility helped break down the rigid social barriers of the past, creating new social classes and opportunities for upward mobility. Distant communities were no longer isolated outposts, but connected nodes in a growing national and global network, forever changing how people interacted with the world and with each other. The construction of this revolutionary network was a monumental undertaking, a testament to human ingenuity and sheer will. Engineers and laborers faced immense challenges, blasting through solid mountain rock, bridging vast rivers, and spanning treacherous gorges to lay the tracks. These were incredible feats of engineering, often achieved at a great human cost, but they were essential to conquering the tyranny of geography. Over time, this foundational infrastructure evolved. The age of steam, with its iconic billowing smoke, gradually gave way to the cleaner, faster power of diesel and electricity. Simple wooden stations transformed into grand architectural marvels, and networks became more sophisticated, signaling the continuous adaptation and improvement of this vital system. From the pioneering steam engines that first thundered across the countryside to the sleek, silent, high-speed trains that now connect continents, the legacy of the Iron Horse is undeniable. It laid the physical and conceptual groundwork for the globalized, fast-paced world we inhabit today. Every shipment of goods, every commute to a bustling city centre, and every journey that connects us to new places and people owes a debt to that first hiss of steam. Looking at a modern skyline, crisscrossed by the paths of trains, we see more than just a mode of transport. We see the enduring symbol of a transformation that continues to shape our civilization. A permanent monument to connectivity, progress, and the relentless human drive to move forward.